Okay.
Okay, can they hear us?
Yes, they can.
It's a thing they can do now?
What are you doing?
I'm talking.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the thing.
Are we? We don't have anything else we need to cover. We're all set to go. Everybody's ready to go.
The thing that I was talking about was asking if everybody's ready to go.
Oh.
So thanks for that. John, are you ready to go? Ready to start this show up?
Do you remember that song "Ready to Go" by Republica?
By who?
Republica?
Republica.
I'm not familiar with that particular band.
It's like, baby, I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
You like
yeah.
that? Yeah, everybody knows that song.
Yeah, from Wreck-It
That
Ralph.
video. Yeah, that's Don't watch that video.
Yeah,
It's too much.
They want to shout it from the rooftop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one though.
Yeah, from
Everybody's
the
got
rooftop.
that one.
Everybody knows where it is. Just go up there and shout it out.
Shout it out.
Shout it out.
Like The Rock.
The immortal who will never die.
No,
Yeah,
the
the
movie
arrows,
with
right?
Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
Oh.
I was thinking of the person instead.
Losers always complain about doing their best.
Is
When-
that the one where he's an angel?
No.
Yes, in his own special way. Yes.
I don't want the world to see me. Because I've got a zit on my forehead and I keep looking at it when I stare at myself in the camera.
Nobody sees it. Leave it alone.
Well,
We
now
know.
people have heard, and now everybody's gonna look.
Now let me watch it.
Congratulations, you are
Nobody-
not a subtlety rogue.
Nobody look at my zit.
Whole show. Well, maybe not.
Pillows.
All right.
The movie you're thinking of is Face Off.
I love
where
that
Nicolas
movie.
Cage is an angel.
Yep.
Yeah, and he
Okay.
like slices John Travolta's face off and puts it
Yeah,
on.
so he wants to be human.
You know, angel
Take his
stuff.
face off.
Face
Yeah.
off.
His face.
Pretty sure that was in that book. You know.
I could
I
eat
thought
a
that was
peach
John
for
Wick.
hours.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
John
I think
Wick,
you're
where
talking about
Nicolas
John-
Cage turns into Keanu Reeves and
Yep.
goes on
So
an
it's
action
John
movie.
Nick.
Yep.
It's his brother. Wick is actually his middle name, not his last name.
So wait, are you telling me you're back?
What?
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 Huh?
What?
What?
This is gonna go well, you guys.
Yeah.
It already is.
It's-
John, I'm just gonna hang up on everybody except for you. Let's just talk.
Okay, we gave you what you wanted. We
When
gave
that
you
happens,
10
we will not be
seconds.
surprised, and we will not
The
be
funny
here.
thing is, I haven't seen anything in the chat room.
No,
And-
there's people talking.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
there's
are people
Techie
talking?
Taco.
Oh, yeah.
That's a taco
Yeah.
that's way into tech.
Mhm.
Is it-
Or
I need to refresh
it's
the
a
page.
taco made out of 2 motherboards.
BIM shield spec is in there. That's a BIM
There we
that's
go. Now I see
tanking.
With an important note that Nicolas Cage is always an angel.
English Guy 07. That's
Yep,
like
this
a
is
off-brand
English Guy.
James Bond.
There you go. Exactly.
I know that guy.
Yeah, we all know him now.
The
This
guy.
movie's exposed
It's
him.
it's like a James Bond from Kmart.
Exactly. Exactly.
Does he have a license to thrill?
He has a license to
chill.
point you
Yeah.
to the blue light special.
Today,
Except
license to
for,
chill.
unfortunately.
We've got Bagheera, who takes care of Mobley. We have
The guy who sells cell phones at Kmart, Mobley.
Wicked Kitten 13, which I would assume would be the 13th Wicked Kitten.
It makes you wonder what happened to the previous 12 Wicked Kittens.
Well,
Especially since they had 9 lives each.
if you're a Wicked Kitten, then you're the last one to survive. You've murdered all the others.
She
Wow, that
killed
kinda
all
worked.
the other 12. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dark story. Speaking of grim fantasy, which is the story of Wicked
There you go.
Kitten.
There you
Is
go.
the darkest of stories.
Who else we got? Who else wants their name critiqued?
Me.
Okay, Thyst.
This
Uh,
OP.
Man, Thyst is actually pretty hard to figure out.
I am a very complex person.
Let's not forget the the ever infamous Yeps Nwix Buku 94 Papu.
Oh, they were banned and muted forever ago.
Yeah, yeah.
They have no story now.
Nice.
Okay, hold on.
Nope.
There's more names. I'll come back to you, Thist. I apologize.
Okay, thank you.
We have Elaine Dross, which is like the
Or
Star
Alliandra.
Fox version of Elaine from Seinfeld.
Nice combo. Nice combo.
Alessander, which is a chicken restaurant.
Okay.
I'm not going to explain it more.
Alexander?
Draven Dresden. What the Dresden's from the Dresden Files, and I know that's right. Draven is edgy, so he's like an edgy Dresden from the Dresden Files.
That's double edgy.
There's a retro Raven in the chat.
Victel MD is just Victel after
Victel, the doctor. If you
doctor.
need doctor advice, there it is. Cage OG is actually how Johnny Cage should spell his name in Mortal Kombat because he spells it with a C, and that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the OG. So.
Zafir, that's Zafira who got scared at the end of typing. I'm gonna stop there. I'm just gonna,
All right.
Okay.
be done because we
Hey,
should
John,
probably
are you
do a
ready
show
to
at
start
some
the show?
point. Yeah, we probably should.
Okay, Ro, are you ready to start the show?
I'm ready to start the show. Are you ready to start the show?
I am. Thyst, are you ready for the show to start?
No.
Great. Take that as a yes. Thorn, how about you? How you doing?
I'm
You
ready to go. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's gonna go great, everybody. There was nothing that could have possibly gone wrong with this idea.
No, we even dressed up for you guys.
Well, you guys always look really nice and dressy for us.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, we appreciate
It's true.
all the outfits that you wear for our show.
I put
Yeah.
a lot of makeup on before I'm on your show. Takes a long time.
So did I.
Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Me
that
too.
foundation.
I actually don't have
Apple
goatee. Spirit
body
gum and human
cream.
hair.
Where'd you get the hair from?
I actually have long hair, but I do this for the show to be
Really?
funny.
Puts on a bald cap.
Hmm
Oh, you don't have to do
for all
that.
appearances out in the world.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
that's right.
I thought you were actually bald.
Nope. Just tricking people.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
It's a
You're
good real
deceiving
bald
people.
cap.
Have you seen John without the bald cap? Oh my.
No.
Are we doing BlizzCon predictions? I don't know. We could. Who knows what's going to happen?
I
Chat?
don't want to do that again.
A little early.
BlizzCon.
I predict that Ben Brode will not be there.
No, stop.
Oh.
Take
Too
that, Internet!
Oh. My heart.
Stop.
Welcome to Azeroth Roundtable, episode 265. My name is Ben Bumhofer. It's Friday night, and with me, as always, is John Jagger. How's it going, John?
Hi, Ben. It is Friday night here in Azeroth, and I'm very happy to be joining you here at the round table.
That's
And
good.
what a round table it is this evening.
It is. It's bigger this week than it normally is.
It, you know, some people pay money for that. This week we are
Ew.
joined by three friends, we'll say.
Mm-hmm. Or if you're actually watching the video.
Well, you know, Thyst, Thorn, and Ro. I said your names all real quick, so you all have to say hello back at the same time.
Hi,
Hi.
John.
There we go.
I'm here too.
Nailed it.
Hi, guys.
And Ben's here.
Hi, Ben.
Thanks. Thanks for acknowledging me, Thorn. I appreciate that.
What if
It
your
was
name
supposed
was
to be all at the
Ban?
same time, guys.
That's all right.
Ben.
We are
Sorry.
we're currently keeping the energy low
Mm-hmm.
because we know what's going to happen with a crew like this.
Yes.
So,
It's going to
That's
happen.
why you didn't do your customary hello, Ben.
hello,
John.
Ben. Hello, Ben.
Hello, John.
Hey, welcome to the round table, everybody.
Yes, we're very happy to have you here today.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Good. We're glad that all three of you can make it, actually. So here's the thing.
Okay, I'm ready for the thing.
Okay. There was a, well, first of all, is everybody here in the alpha?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What a coincidence.
We're not playing it, but we're in it. Yes.
Well, maybe you should log in and check something out, because I popped in last night after seeing that there was actually an update to it. And now they have the Magar orcs as well as the Dark Iron dwarves. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna check it out, see how they look. I did the whole chiropractic care on the orcs to see them actually standing up straight, which those are some good looking orcs, I will say that. But I did notice something.
What?
And it's something that I'm a little sad about, because it totally shows Blizzard's alliance bias and how much they love the alliance.
I'm really glad I decided to put the Sylvanas picture up right next to me with the way this conversation has gone. Please continue, Ben.
Huge fans of the alliance. So you remember how cool Void Elves look? And how their hair has the really cool like frizzly cool
I want that
stuff, and how neat that is. Yep. Well, if you look at the Dark Iron dwarves, they also have a really cool spell effect on their hair. Like the tips of it are like all glowy, like they're almost on fire and stuff, and like the dwarf beards do the same thing and everything.
Wait, that's cool. Like Junkrat kind of glowy.
Yeah, like Junkrat glowy.
Sweet.
You don't actually see the little embers coming off, but I thought it was really cool. I'm like, this is cool. Awesome. And I'm like, let's see what the orcs look like. And I'm like, okay, they look cool, but where's their really cool glowy bits? They have nothing on their hair like that. But I mean, they have really cool, really awesome tattoo designs and stuff like that. So that's really cool, and I appreciate that. But that's always going to be covered up by armor.
Of all the people talking about glowy bits on this show, Ben, you were the least likely on my list.
Well, no, I'm just really curious, because there's a lot of different hairstyles out, and is it just that the Alliance are, kind of more magically inclined at this point, that they're so infused with their magic or their dark ironness or something like that? Because to be honest, I'm a little bummed. I think that, more flair for the different character models and everything is something that we need, and I just think they're really cool.
Ben, if you want to light your hair on fire, you can do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No,
but you can.
It's a bad idea.
Yeah, listeners at home, don't light your hair on fire.
Hey, we're being educational tonight.
Didn't Michael Jackson do that once?
Yeah, it didn't go well for him.
He wasn't like, I'm going to do it. Look at me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, his hair did light on fire.
That's funny.
Yeah, thanks to Pep.
Some would say not, but...
He did get pretty hurt.
But then again, no.
Michael wasn't very pleased with it. But
that's the best lyric in the world.
You have to tell him what song you're referring to, though.
Oh, no. Elton John's,
Rocket Man?
No.
Can you feel the love tonight?
No.
You're the Rocket Man.
Like, oh, no, you guys, I can't think
Crocodile
of anything
Rock?
right now. No. The love song one. Your song.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he sings like a line, and then he's like, but then again, no. And then he just keeps
that's
going.
the actual line.
Oh, yeah.
If I was a sculptor,
That's
then
it.
again, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're not.
But like,
No, he's not. Like,
But
then again,
that's
no.
how I would write lyrics. I'd be like, man, it'd be so cool. What if I was a sculptor? No, fuck that. I'm not.
No. new thought. Period. Next line. Anyway.
Nobody's gonna buy that. I'm a singer. I'm here singing. What am I
Music
doing?
video from back in the day, it just had him with Play-Doh and then just throwing it away.
Yeah. You know what? No.
So, Ben,
Yes, bro.
I think that the reason why they're giving allied races glowy bits and stuff, tattoos and all that, is because they're trying to emphasize, that allied races are cool and they want people to play allied races because of the time they spent in setting up that system. And it also means if people are going to play allied races, and in theory they're going to be leveling characters or boosting characters, they're just going... It just kind of promotes more engagement in the game, right? So by putting the new hotness on allied races, they hope people will be playing the game more.
But allied races on the Alliance side.
I mean, if you do the one version of the Magar orcs, their eyes glow.
Yeah, that's true. Although I do like the really like super duper like scarred up and pierced look. That is really cool for an orc.
I mean, High Mountain Tauren have cool markings, and the Nightborn have tattoos.
And so do the Dark Iron Dwarves.
Hold on, let's figure out where we're at. Let's look at the races where there is a
let's make a
direct
chart.
comparison,
Okay.
and let's see which we prefer, the original or the new flavor.
Okay.
All right? So starting with Tauren. High Mountain Tauren or regular Tauren? What wins?
High Mountain.
High Mountain.
Wait.
Are you keeping track of
I
this?
gotta bring it up.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought
don't
you were
think
writing down.
so. I tried. I wrote H and T. I don't know. High Mountain Tauren.
HNT.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
High
Got
now.
it.
High Nude
High-
Tauren.
High nude. It's high nude. Okay. McCree takes the day off for 420.
Is that his birthday? Or?
Does he
No,
have Fridays off?
Yeah.
That's
It's Friday.
It's a cowboy holiday.
And then he comes out of his like shower and he's like looks himself in the mirror and he's like, it's high nude.
I bet McCree would do that.
Yeah.
I hope
Let's see that.
so. I'll tell Jeff Kaplan to do
It's
that.
full
Yeah.
sunlight.
I bet he has a special belt buckle for that day.
So far
Yeah.
we're all High Mountain except for Thyst and Thorn, who remain undecided.
High Mountain Tauren.
Okay.
I guess. No, I like the original Tauren, sorry.
Okay.
You're not about the antlers, huh?
I mean, I am because I love moose because I'm Canadian, but
Right.
I don't know. There's just the Tauren were like that was like the first. Okay, when I found out that you could play as a Tauren in World of Warcraft before it came out, I was like, I need to play that game so I can be a cow person because I
Mhm.
like that.
I see
And-
what you're saying, but what if it had antlers too?
No, because I really do love cows so
Okay.
much, and I like their horns. So I'm not.
Do you
I'm
have
not.
a Tauren character?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I have a bunch. It was my first character ever was a Tauren warrior, but I'm not trying to be contrary, you guys. This is what's in my
That's
heart,
fine.
though.
Okay, no,
This
that's
is
fine.
something new I didn't know about you.
I mean, I think Canada's gonna put you on a list now, but you know,
Well,
it's
oh
fine.
no, because I'm going there tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, it was a bad time to
Okay.
say that you.
What's going to happen is you're just on the sorry list. That's all.
Yeah,
I am
that's
on the
true.
sorry. We're all on the sorry list, my friend.
That's true, actually. You just
All
get a
right.
star next to your name.
Dwarf time.
Okay.
Dark Iron or regular dwarves?
Dark Iron.
Dark Iron.
Regular.
Well, here's the thing. Looks alone, Dark Iron. They're pretty cool looking.
I thought that's what we were
If they
going
actually had Wildhammer on there, I'd probably go
Okay,
Wildhammer.
yeah, but
I'm just saying.
if they had
You know-
magical space cows, I'd probably pick magical space cows, but it wasn't a choice, Ben.
So
So how do you-
I'm going to choose regular dwarf.
Rose
Okay.
picking regular dwarf.
Yep.
Why?
I'd pick Dark Iron.
Because while the glowy bits are cool, I don't like the thought of the glowy bits being mandatory. Now, are there Dark Iron Dwarf models that don't have glowy bits at the end of their hair?
I want to say
Into their hair.
no, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so I don't like that would be mandatory because while it's a cool effect and all, to me it also
Glowy.
kind of doesn't make sense. And I almost feel the same way about Void Elves.
We'll
Like
get
the
there.
glowy hair is cool
have-
as an option, but I feel it's something I wouldn't want to necessarily be mandatory.
I will say though that the Dark Iron Dwarf eyes look really cool.
They really do. But I'm not seeing a lot of difference between. I'm looking at all the models as we're just because I need a visual refresher.
Yeah.
And I'm
think
not
it's also
seeing
just
the Dark
skin.
Iron Dwarves looking differently.
Yeah. But here's the thing though. Can Dark Iron Dwarves be rogues?
Yes,
I don't know that.
they can.
Well, then that's going to be a little awkward.
Hey,
Right?
we survived having giant spotlights on our shoulders. We will survive this.
And also, Tauren can be rogues, so I mean, they're not the most subtle beasts on the world. And
Wait, when can Torn be rogues?
pretty sure Tauren can be rogues.
Oh,
No?
Well,
I
I'm
thought
gonna
Torn
have to
could be.
check your WoW card, sir, because they cannot.
There's a slash silly about Tauren being rogues, but that's about it.
Well, I hate rogues in WoW anyhow, so
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they don't think too highly of you either, buddy.
Yeah, neither
I
do
don't
mage.
think
Neither
they
do
think
mages.
highly of
so.
anybody. I always just end up completely like owning rogues though, because I think about it, like you always have to assume that there's a rogue somewhere, always,
Mhm.
especially in a BG. There's always a rogue somewhere, and you have to be ready for it, especially if they're trying to like mess with you. Mostly, it's usually to the detriment of the whole their whole team, because like they won't do the what are those things? Mechanics. They won't do that. They will just go and try to. Exactly, but they try to, but they're not good at it because like the smart ones know how to use their utility to win the BG, but the dumb ones just try to use it to be sneaky and try to use their like jerk stuff on people for fun.
Which
How
of
do you
the
play?
brothers Gibb is the rogue?
What?
What?
You said there's always a rogue in the BGs.
Is that what that stands for?
Yeah, the brothers Gibb.
Brothers Gibb? I did not know that.
I know how to do it.
It's the one that gets carried, right? The
Yeah,
one that's not heavy.
Yes.
He's the
Like
brother.
yes. Have you seen the video for Night Fever? It's my favorite. It's so stupid. It's just like footage of like driving at night and then like the BG's like superimposed over top, just like staring at the camera,
That's pretty
being all
good.
bald and stuff. Yeah. It's hilarious.
I'm
What were we talking about?
about that. We're talking about how Ro was the only one who was not Dark Iron, correct?
Yep.
All right, so far, generally, majority is liking the allied races. Let's see if it holds.
Mhm.
Where are we feeling on Void Elves versus Blood Elves?
This isn't Horde bias, but Blood Elves.
This
too.
is Horde bias, Blood Elves.
Can I choose high elves? No, I can't. So void elves.
Oh man, I'd love if they were high elves.
Hey, here's an idea.
No, see, I gotta
Every
go
time
Blood
I
Elves as well.
suggest a race, let's not come up with one that's not in the game and pick it.
Well,
How
technically,
about
they're
this?
in the game, just not playable. Okay.
No, I would choose void elves over blood elves.
I'd take Blood Elves. So we're split on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one controversial.
Well, not really a tiebreaker because we're totally winning over Ro, but
I think it's just because it crosses faction lines, That's hard. It's a hard ask.
Hard to ask. Ask.
Ask.
no,
Yeah.
No, see, I love the Void Elves, but I feel like they're a little bit of a fad. Like it's new and nice and it's cool.
like they're too like, oh, I'm edgy, as opposed to having more of an
I
identity.
mean, we just had that with Demon Hunters. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's as emo edgy as you get. Like just
Well, what did the Void Elves sacrifice?
Jack shit. They
Everything.
They got voided up.
everything. What about you?
The
They
sacrifice
just
not
made
being on
some
the right
questionable
side.
life choices, guys.
What else we got? Oh, the Zandalari trolls versus regular trolls.
Zandalari.
Oh, Zandalari in a second.
Absolutely Zandalari.
That's some sweet Zandal right there.
Zandalari, they can stand up straight.
See, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I like the Zandalari. I'm thinking druids and their all their different forms, and I do not like 90% of the dinosaur forms.
Well, then you're letting the wrong thing dictate your decision.
Well, as long as you don't play a Zandalari druid, you're okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
My druid is a high mountain tauren.
All right then.
Hey,
And all your
mountain.
druid forms is a high mountain tauren have antlers, right?
Yes, they do, and it's fantastic.
All right.
Dynamite.
That leaves. Oh man. If I play a Zandalari druid, I think I need to say that every time I go into a form.
Please do.
Dynamite!
Dynamite.
God.
Yeah, just have it
Welcome
max
back,
it
bro.
out. And
Yes.
then just clever girl yourself every now and then.
Nice.
Ben, I don't want to talk about when I clever girl myself, all right?
Good.
That's inside time and not on the show time.
Inside time, so show's time is outside. Are you outside right now?
No,
Yes.
no, not right now.
He's
Sometimes
home,
I am.
actually.
When do you like to go outside in the summertime?
No, it's 1,000,000 degrees here in the summertime. It's like, hey, how do you feel about putting your hand inside an oven?
Not good about that. That's
It's
hot.
actually, you know what? It's 100% accurate because the answer is not good unless I'm getting food out of it. That's the
Oh,
same way
yeah.
I feel about going outside in the summer.
Or-
Not good unless I'm getting food.
Is it nighttime? Yes. It's still freaking hot.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good.
So the orcs are the last one we have left. Magar or Loktar? No, that doesn't work.
There's still 2 more races after the orcs.
Wait a minute. Oh, right. Yeah, let's talk about the Draenei. The Drini. Do you like yellow or blue? I feel like is the question here.
That's kind of where it comes down to.
Blue. I'm gonna say original for Draenei.
I'm gonna say extra crispy.
Okay.
What kind of Draenei are they? What are they called?
Lightforged.
Light forged.
I think I'm going original as well.
I'm definitely gonna say Lightforged because I like how you have this demonic looking race, and yet here they are being all like Lightforged up and being this paragons of the light. I like that contrast thing going on there.
Oh, light forged dope.
I like the Light Forge better.
Oh,
I mean, honestly, I don't care that much, but now that I'm looking at them on there,
There's
you know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of so you care a lot about some of these new races because they matter to you, and then there's others that you have nothing to do with, and you really have no stake,
yeah.
no dog in the fight. You know?
I mean, really, for me, that's what it came down to. Is that old saying: if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's blue, you coo.
I'm gonna make sure I work
if
that
it's
into
brown,
daily
drink
conversation.
it down. If it's
Oh yeah,
black,
that's
send
the
it
part
back.
that's original.
Yeah.
Leaves of 3, let it be. Leaves of 4, eat some more. That's from The Simpsons, though. I didn't make that. That's a copyright.
Okay, we'll make a
I
note
only
of
used
it.
10 seconds of it, so you're fine.
We'll put it in the show notes just in
Careful.
case anyone's worried or the Simpsons come after us real hard.
I don't know, though. I don't know.
And if we got sued by the Simpsons, we'd be on the map.
All right, if your eyes could glow blue or yellow, which would you pick?
Blue.
Yellow. My eyes are green, though.
Well, then
Well,
if you
then they would
had
be yellow.
Okay.
So yours are both
What?
both
I don't
colors.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if your eyes are green, then they're blue and yellow.
There you go.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's funny.
Jesus.
Are blue.
Come on, guys, I've tried here.
I was
Okay. Well, I don't think we reached a deciding vote on that. I think we were pretty split. What's left besides the orcs then, Ben? You said there were 2 more?
Yeah, Nightborn.
Nightborn? Oh, versus... yeah, they're actually pretty different, but I guess we can do Nightborn versus Night Elves. Nightborn, easy.
Nightborn.
Nightborn.
Definitely Nightborn.
I hate Night
Nightborn.
Elves.
Now-
Blech.
Is this horde bias?
Yes.
Like, possibly.
No, if
Yeah.
the Nightborn was an alliance race, I would still not be changed by that.
That is true. If I was making an Alliance character and the Nightborn was on there, I would pick them over the Night Elves still.
Yeah, same here.
So...
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, though, because, like, I've always hated Night Elves forever. Ever and ever.
Yeah,
But
they're just like,
And-
love trees.
right? But
We used to live for a really long time, but we don't now because we destroyed the world.
they're just always so snooty, and they're like, oh, we didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, oh my god, go back to your tree. So, like, but then the Nightborn come along, and they're all like, what are you hiding? Get in that basket. I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna make you run through my city a whole bunch and do things. It's like, I hate you and your pointy shoes. I don't want to jump on your grapes anymore. Please. You know?
Serious, like foot fetish or something with how many times you want to jump on those grapes.
Jump on the
Right?
grapes.
Just
Okay,
keep
Well,
jumping
see,
on
now-
it.
jump on
They
the grapes
really like their
again.
wine.
Now, what if you
Keep jumping.
jumped on the grapes just a little more?
I want to drink the juice from all your jumping.
Okay, put in a little water. Okay, that's enough. Jump on the grapes again.
If our jump.
Would you take your boots off before you jump in the grapes? Here, I'll hold
Yeah.
them for you.
Goes on.
Ah, jump on the grapes.
It's
just
like
got really
you're
weird.
standing in the grapes and she like pops open like the like little nozzle on the barrel and she's like straight drinking it and you're like, shouldn't I get out before you drink it? She's like, no. Nah, it's got to
They
marinate.
just put grapes in the mouth. Shove on the grapes. Not those grapes. These grapes.
Oh, jeez.
Chomp on my grapes. Oh, yeah. This is a good story.
All right. Well, now everybody's gonna think of that quest differently. But congratulations, we made it new again for you.
I just made it better.
Just like how we ruined peanut butter last time.
There's one more
White peanut
allied
butter?
race that you're forgetting, Ben.
What was that?
There's one more allied race that you're forgetting, Ben.
The Volpera aren't in yet.
I'm not talking about the Volpera.
Oh,
What one are you
What are
talking
we talking-
about?
Coltirans.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Oh.
Coltirans, all the way.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those guys are cool
Look
looking.
him up.
In the choice between the boring default humans and interesting humans, I vote interesting humans.
Yep, Coltier.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yeah. So basically, do you want to be a Californian or someone from like Massachusetts?
Well, when you put it that way, my answer changes.
Yeah. It's like I want to look like I have my shit together. I don't, want to look like myself, but I'd play as somebody who looked like myself. But actually, no, I wouldn't, because that's why I'm Horde. Never mind.
Yeah, let's mix it up. The Coltirans look cool. You know what? I've heard talk of them, but again, we've been mostly avoiding spoilers, so I've not looked at all of these in depth. I've actually been like avoiding it. So this is kind of the first time I'm like really zeroing in, since we're talking about the comparison between the two.
So I'm gonna say Coltirans, but I do have a point that I need to make when it comes to this. It feels weird that you have to play Coltiran to have that kind of shape for a human model.
Yeah.
It's like, can't there be regular Eastern Kingdoms humans that are a little bit bigger or a little bit more robust? Can't there be average size Coltirans? It's one of those things that makes me wish that things like sliders and stuff are available for customization. For
Yeah,
Coltirans.
me too.
Fat
Or
people will not be allowed in Stormwind. You will go back to the monastery until you are the proper shape.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No,
I
I
mean-
mean, sliders would be cool. Not the show. But for
Crap.
character
Hey,
design.
Sliders was a good show.
Sliders
are
I don't mind
delicious.
that
We don't
everyone
need to
disagrees
add
with
that to WoW. I mean, you know what? That Steven said. There's different kinds of sliders. There's the show. There's the little tiny sandwiches, and then there's the character creation.
Sliders
Yeah.
literally is the Coltiran human from Stand By Me going and becoming a Stormwind human in Sliders.
That's very
What?
true. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, that
I
is
didn't get
Jerry
that.
O'Connell
I didn't
pretty much
understand
right there.
that.
It wasn't a good, it was the path of most resistance, that joke. It's not terrible, but boy, did I take a real dumb way to get there. I basically said, hey guys, remember, what was his name, Jerry O'Connell? Wasn't he fat and Stand By Me?
Yep.
Wasn't he thin in Sliders? Woo!
was.
What a joke.
Oh, jeez, that's perfect.
It made my eyes hurt seeing things.
And now he's the voice of Superman on most of the DC animated things.
Is he really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
He's come so far.
In the end.
So we still have orcs. Let's decide orcs.
What are they called?
Magar.
This is really hard for me,
Magar.
Well, I like the fact that both of the orcs are able to stand up straight now, as opposed to the trolls where only the Zandalari get to.
Oshkosh Garash.
What is the other difference, though?
Skin
Standing
color
up straight
and
tattoos? What is
tons
it?
of tattoos. There's a skin on them that's like full of scars and then like piercings and stuff. And then there's one where they have like
But
glowy-
still, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's skinning. That's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no.
I mean, while I think it's cool that the Magar is an option and that color and those options exist, when I think orc, I just think green-skinned orcs in Warcraft, so I gotta go with the OG.
See,
Rogue
that's
goes
where
green.
I'm having trouble. You know, because like the Magar look so cool.
It looks really cool.
So cool. But I don't know. I think I'll have to go for the regular green orcs. They're just too iconic, you know?
I agree.
I'm going Magar. There are
Yeah, me too.
way too many options. Like I love a lot of the options. The ones that have the really dark skin and the glowing red eyes, the ones that have the tattoos. There's really cool customization options, including a weird tooth necklace thing that's awesome. Yeah, I like the Magar. They're great.
So, quick question. If both Magar and your standard orcs had an equal number of tattoo customizations and such like that, would that change your answer?
No, I don't know. Like, the green skin, I guess I'm not attached to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
I like
personally.
my goblins green. If they're all of a sudden were a bunch of like brown goblins running around, I'd be like, that seems wrong.
Oh, and if they ever become an allied race, gnomes or mechagnomes, absolutely mechagnomes. Just saying.
Mechagnomes would be cool.
Did you just invent another thing that doesn't
He did.
exist in
Stop,
Volcano?
Yes.
bro.
Mechagnomes. Have you ever been to Ulduar?
Yeah,
and
they
Storm
are
Peaks?
in the game.
Yeah.
They're
Didn't
just
we talk about this?
Bro,
Didn't
we
we?
talked about this, bro.
We talked about it already. Why'd you
Bro,
Why'd you do that?
Why would you do this to us?
you're just getting our hopes up.
Oh no!
Oh,
Come back!
Come back, Ro. You can
He
make
wipes
up
your
stuff and vote for it all over
but you
again.
can't hear us. Oh wait, wait,
He's
back.
He's
Huh?
back.
come back.
Yay, he's back.
I'm sorry?
We missed him so much.
That was
I
awesome.
know.
That was awesome.
Well, that's the end of the show. Ro, thanks for coming. No.
I'm glad you showed back up for the end.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'd like the idea that we get the allied races, and I know we've talked about it a bunch on the show, and I keep coming back to allied races are great. I love that they're introducing so many more. It's like kind of, I don't know. It's not exactly weird that we're not going back into the past and getting our allies and stuff. Because again, I'm really glad that the Hosen aren't available because I really don't want to deal with a whole bunch of horde running around on Hosen. Thank you. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it's a cool new feature, and I like that it's being implemented, and I just hope it keeps, happening going forward. I'm not gonna probably, level a character up every single time to get heritage armor unless it's like really cool looking. But hey, if I get tired of playing a character, I'll just roll a new one and then, race change it into something else or something. And I'm really excited. That's actually one of my big things about Battle for Azeroth that I'm looking forward to. And I really hope that the Volpera are part of it.
Really?
Oh yeah, so much so. I
Ben
love.
wants to be a little fox.
Yeah,
They are cute.
they are. Have you seen some of those animations? They're all like stretching and like
Oh,
yawning.
he's acting it
stuff
out. We
and
shouldn't.
things.
Yeah,
Oh, they're so
It's
cool.
weird. It's weird.
I like. What can I say?
No, you've said
They're
enough.
awfully cute.
Okay, so
I'm torn.
Ben, if the Volpera become an allied race,
Mhm.
is that going to be the race for your healer, for your main?
No, because she's a panda. Simple as that.
Well, yeah, but you also used to be a mage. Simple as that.
Yeah, I know.
Got
But-
him.
The thing is,
Thanks, Ro. Ro's just like, boom, there he is, sunk his battleship. Down he goes.
no. Here's the thing. Yeah, I used to play a mage all the time. Guess what? That mage is still there, and I'm leveling a different one because that original one's retiring, and all that headcanon stuff that we talked about before. My monk is always going to be a panda. If I end up leveling up another monk at some point, then I do. But as of right now, if I do get a Volpera, I'm probably going to do, I don't know, maybe a rogue, maybe.
Yeah.
I think Rogue is absolute. I think Volpera can only be rogues, right?
I mean,
they wouldn't be able
it'll
to be any other class.
I'd be fine with that.
I'm
I would
good with
totally turn my rogue into a Volpera, even though I just recently race changed an undead rogue into a panda because I like the pandas a lot. But that's cool.
This is missing panda.
Yeah. At one point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have every single class because we have the character spots now, and I want to have every single horde race represented in some form. Then I'm like, maybe not. Change this one.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
not having that. So
Nothing wrong with liking what you like, you know?
yeah, exactly.
Hey, Undead
Really? 'Cause I
Rogue,
thought
you
that
know
was
what you're
called racism.
missing? Organs. No, fur and a tail, silly. We're gonna make you a panda.
Yeah, I turned Kid Avro, the male undead rogue, into Snow Petal, the female Pandaren rogue.
That's so cute.
Snow petal.
Yeah,
I
That's
like really
right.
pretty. This is like
she's
making fun of
pretty
me.
awesome.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the sticking to the guns. How he said, "She is a panda, and if I want another one, I will be leveling another one."
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
Unless it's an undead rogue, and then you are.
Yeah, it's gotta be
Well,
panda.
I've never had an undead rogue as my main, so let's put it that way. I've had the blood elf mage as a main for a very long time, then the Pandaren monk as my main. If I designate them as a main, they're always going to be there.
So-
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate that. My original, my name comes from Thornbrow because that was my original main. He was a blood elf warlock in WoW. He's still stuck at 90. I haven't moved him up since then. I haven't played him in a dog's age. He was leveled late, even in that expansion. He was my first main, so that means something to me. He's gonna stay where he is. He's not gonna be changed over at all. And I usually end up leveling him like later on because I just want to keep him up because he matters to me. So I can appreciate that, man.
Well, and it's funny that you say that too, because Ted Semi was actually talking to me about this at one point, and he asked me, it's like, oh, well, are you just gonna, like flip flop race change them so that you have, all the rep and everything, once I get my new mage up to the same level? And I thought about it, I'm like, no, because I'm actually looking at it as a different character entirely. So they didn't take the time and level up and get, all these great reps, throughout the expansions and stuff like that. So no, going forward, just this is her adventure and what she's doing. So it's kind of the way I'm going.
That's so
like it.
important, being proud of your character, because then you just play better, and you're more encouraged to do things, and you're more encouraged to like put on cool transmog, and
Mhm.
also to get good. Because if I'm not feeling a connection between me and my character, I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I've got to say, ever since I race changed my warlock to an undead, I'm actually kind of enjoying the race change. It feels more natural. It feels right.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
He put on that skin. He was just like, finally, I'm who I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
He took
Well,
off.
and now I have a Nightborn. I now
Took
have a
his face
Nightborn mage
off.
named Ro on Earthen Ring, and I'm probably going to be leveling him up.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good way of doing it. And that's one of the things too, is that it's totally thrown our raid team off, just having this undead warlock with us with a different name.
Who's the new guy?
Yeah, we're giving him so much crap about that.
Good.
Oh man, new guy's not dropping a closet.
These cookies from the new guy suck.
No, the new guy actually provides the cookies without being asked, according to one of the raid team members, and she was quite happy that you didn't, tell her no on that.
Really, Ro's fault for naming his character New Guy. Just invites criticism.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
a sweet
That's
name.
Coldorn is Swedish for new guy. Don't you know?
Really?
And also, is weirdly enough, bookcase.
Yes.
Really?
I thought that was IKEA.
Well, it's IKEA speak.
What does it mean?
Means Fjorfenhagen.
What's that?
I thought it was.
Wait, no, that's what means bookcase.
Yeah, bookcase.
We're making stuff up.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how they name all their IKEA furniture too.
Probably.
Just make it up as you go.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
It's like chair. Oh, we have a second chair. How about second chair? Oh,
Can't argue with that. I mean, that's a good solution.
It's sound logic.
it actually is. Now I kind of want to go to IKEA. I've craving some meatballs.
So
We should
chat
go.
room is trying to rain on Ben's Volparen parade
Oh,
by claiming that they're going to be on the Alliance. But Ben, I've got good news for you.
yes, John.
The Volpera are on the Zandalari continent, and are aided by the Zandalari trolls.
Hmm.
And we know that the method with which you recruit allied races is by repping up with them.
Hmm?
So if we're there and we're helping them out,
Hmm.
I'm just going to say it looks good that they could be on the Horde side.
I hope
Interesting.
so.
Let me put it
I
a completely
bet
different
that
way.
Volparen
Okay.
are a neutral race that you have to pay to unlock.
I'd be fine with that too. I'm not that happy about the paying part. Now that you mentioned that part, but yeah, I'd still do it.
What was your alternative theory, Thorn?
I just felt like from an aesthetic perspective, the Horde are missing the cute race.
It's true.
That's
You
what
know?
Blood Elves are.
What?
Uh,
Elves are cute.
Blood Elves, I feel like we're like the alternative humanesque
Yeah.
race. You know, like if you want to live the fantasy, but you don't want to depart so far from anything that even looks familiar to you, there's your choice.
Yeah. Well, it's like John said before, how the Worgen are essentially like the scary race for the Alliance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when they came out on the Horde side, we all kept saying, like, "What the? That's
Yeah.
supposed to be. That's clearly Horde. Look how badass it is." It's,
Yeah.
Like, you know, what that doesn't fit at all. Why are they over there? And this I feel like is, I still think they're going to end up being Alliance as well, but I feel like that was the rationale that made sense to me.
Well, it give us
So, do the Void Elves fill the spot for the Alliance of being the fill the emo quotient then, or
Yeah, that's how
Probably.
that's how they get emos on their side.
no, they're for the people who wanted to play Blood Elves.
What? I was
That's what
watching this
yeah.
documentary one time about dogs, and they referred to dogs as parasites because they're cute and they love us. But like, you know how like birds will go to other birds' nests and lay their eggs and then leave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's like, do you think that the Volpera are like doing that to the Zandalari? They're like, oh, we're so cute and little
yeah.
dogs. Please
I
help
was
us.
really wondering how you were about
Yeah.
to find this.
I had a point.
Yeah, it'd be like a symbiotic relationship. It's like the feeder fish that swim around sharks.
Exactly. That's
Okay.
what dogs do.
Sometimes
They're
you gotta go
parasites.
through the maelstrom to get to deep home. It's fine.
That's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I could see that actually being kind of a thing. I mean, it may seem weird that the Zandalari trolls are allied with like this other race doing stuff, considering, most of the troll stuff that we've seen in the game is just, oh, trolls are better, let's destroy everything. But now they have like some sort of purpose and are allied with the Volpera for whatever reason that is. So there's got to be a reason.
It's because they're cute.
It would
That
be
would be
funny
hilarious.
if they had horrible like plans, like they're more evil than the undead at their
Yeah.
worst day. But every time someone catches them, they're like, "But look at my
Yeah.
tail, and I'm going to stretch and yawn." And people are just
Take
like,
pictures of me.
"Okay, you can have the bomb. It's fine. I
Yeah.
apologize. You clearly just want to play with it a little."
I can see Blizz doing that because they're quirky like that. It's just like,
I mean,
Yeah.
who needs Nazoth as the final boss? It's the Volparen Empire.
yes.
I would love that to happen, actually. Seriously, that'd be really cool. Just all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we totally don't think anything of it or whatever. And then all of a sudden, oh, this faction is evil. Like,
But they're so
oh,
cute.
yeah, it's kind of like,
Sylvanas, we need a mana bomb. What for? Oh, just to roll it around a little. And her eyes just become hearts and she just hands it to
I
them.
want to play fetch.
We're gonna roll it back and forth between two of us.
she
Okay,
hands it
here
over.
you go.
They're like trying to detonate it. She's got like the selfie cam and she's like trying to take a picture of herself with like the Volpera in the background.
you just running off.
Let's roll it.
Oh man, I hope that happens. Blizzard, please make it so.
You just picture, I've warmed my dead heart.
We need access to Stormwind. Send in the battering ram. These two little Volpera just walk up. Can we come in? Lower the gates!
Yeah.
Lower the gates!
Yeah, they come like skipping up, holding hands. One of them has like one of those gigantic suckers.
One of them's dressed like a lobster or a hot dog.
I can totally imagine Taryn Gregory doing this as a cinematic.
Yes.
They don't speak so much as sing-song what they're saying.
Halt,
I'm with
Horn
it.
scum. What do you want in the kingdom of Stormwind?
We just want to see inside.
What
if
are
they
you
didn't
going
speak-
to do in here? Well, we thought we might just, I don't know, roll around on our backs for a bit. Open the gate. Open the... Jeremy, open the gate!
But sir,
Damn it,
it's
Jeremy.
one. No one should come in. But they're adorable.
Classic Jeremy.
Not Jeremy, though.
He's so
Oh, yeah.
he's so lazy. Doesn't want to open the gate though.
And then if they could be druids.
They
Instead of
don't
a-
shapeshift. They just pretend.
Aw,
Uh,
they try their best.
oh my gosh,
just
if
act
Oparin could
badly.
be druids, imagine just the forms they would have.
Oh my god, like
You
just gigantic fuzzy furry tails and stuff for whatever their form is.
You see the cloud of smoke, but then they're just running around on all fours and they go, "Rawr, I'm a bear. I'm going to get you." The enemy's just like, I don't know what to do. Now I'm a kitty. Okay.
They
Okay.
don't actually stealth, it's just they cast indifference.
Well, they are coming out. They do have those new cat models that are fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
So what if like that? Like what if they turn like their feral like
slightly.
it's like a fluffy cat?
When more just a poofy tail, like seriously everything. Like their travel form is, gosh, what would it be? Like okay, it's not a stag, it's not a moose.
No, for their
Like a
travel form,
Pomeranian?
Ben. For their travel form, their tail spins really fast and it
They
just
get two
flips them up
tails.
in the air.
Oh my
Yep,
God.
they get
They
two
become-
tails.
They
Flying
just
squirrels.
turn into miles. Oh my god. We are writing this for Blizz. You
Yeah.
are welcome.
We're
they have
basically
an
writing you a
animation.
paycheck to make money, as much money as you want.
Yeah, they have an animation where they just tap their foot and look at a watch,
Yep.
randomly toss a ring around. Yeah, totally. I can see this.
All right.
And somebody like hits them with something and all the rings come out and then you die because you have no rings.
Unless you grab one.
Yeah, unless you have one.
They have
It's
a
a whole
very
new game
different
mechanic.
hit point system.
It's a racial ability. Rings.
Rings.
That'd be great.
I mean, I would maybe pay money for that.
I would.
It does seem like something that could be neutral race though. Like now that you bring that up, I don't, I've never thought of that. I guess I was always thinking as
I
we've
feel
been
like
talking,
it
which
almost has to be a neutral race because, I mean, people on both sides of the game want it so much.
Like the Worgen.
Yeah, look, I wanted the Worgen real bad too, Ro, and I didn't get it. And I don't
Right.
feel
Okay.
like giving the Alliance of Volpera. We were there first.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can have some. Actually, you know what? I need to ease up on this because we don't know what the Alliance would get in response. And they'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, Horde gets Volpera. And you're like, what are you doing, Blizz? And they're like, no, we're going to give you what you want. You wanted Volpera, you got it. And you're like, what are you doing to the Alliance, Blizzard? I don't know. Maybe Murlocs. And you're like, God freaking
Oh!
damn it.
Yeah.
They could never do that.
Why are
That
you
would
doing
be-
this?
That would be the
That'd be a
deepest cut
dag-
of all.
Like they would lose subs over that, I think.
Probably.
I honestly
Although-
was right as you were saying that, right as you were making that point, I was thinking, what could they give Alliance that I would be upset about?
Mhm.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Murlocs.
The only time
Oh no.
that I want to be in a full Murloc group is anytime we raid, I just want to be all Murlocs or doing BGs. Just
Nice.
imagine you're doing a Arathi Basin, just you're a dwarf walking around and all of a sudden this whole huge gang of Murlocs just comes running at you.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
from the water. They're all underwater.
And Murlocs can be any class. I mean, there are Murloc Paladins in Hearthstone, which means there are Murloc Paladins in World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay,
They can do
Murloc
whatever
druid
they
forms.
Their swimming form is them as a tadpole.
Oh my god.
That'd be
Speaking of, when you have to do that one quest, is it part of one of the like holiday quests? I can't remember. but there's the one with the baby Murlocs.
Yeah,
The micro holiday, the
the micro
March
holiday.
That's what it is. Yeah, when you click on any of them,
Yeah.
the little tiny Murloc sound. Oh,
So cute.
It's so-
adorable.
so great.
I think their druid form should just be them wearing fuzzy costumes.
Yeah.
I love
Or
that.
running shoes.
That's
I love that.
That's it. Travel form is just a motorcycle. They have one.
No, not a motor.
They just turn into a motorcycle.
Little puttering moped. Just.
Cycle. Roll cycle.
And when they're going full speed, the Murlocs, like flying up on the handlebars, like not connecting with the seat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like when they ride their mounts in Heroes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, I feel like we nailed it on that front.
Just really quick though, going back to the Volpera really quick. I'm just gonna say that like 5 times, I guess.
How long will this take, Ben?
It's gonna be really quick, actually.
Oh, okay.
No, Techie
this
Talk.
isn't really quick though.
I know. Says that if Volpera ever become a thing, they want a Robin Hood transmog, and they do have that Robin Hood hat in Antorus that drops for leather, so that could be a thing.
Oh.
Which
That tricorn hat.
I
drops
got a
off the high
tricorn
command,
hat to
yeah.
drop for me. It's in my appearances now.
Is that what it's
That's-
called? A tricorn hat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tricorner.
Oh.
My hat. It has 3 corners,
I
but
thought
not
it
this
was
hat.
like as if I had 3 corns.
No.
No, that's for the new micro holiday coming up, the Harvest.
I have
Or
3
you put
corns.
Coincidentally, is every night of the year where you can do whatever you want to anybody with no legal repercussions.
Or it was like the Triceratops version of a unicorn.
Whoa. I'm thinking about that.
That's a tricorn.
That is fantastic.
Uh-huh. It
Tritastic.
It has 3 horns. It's tricorn.
It's a triad.
Really deformed rhinoceros.
Someone's like, I saw a unicorn once. You're like, yeah, well, I saw a tricorn. What now?
But you're really fun at parties. I'm fun at every party.
I see your 1 horn, and I raise you 2 more.
Yeah, anybody who's seen a tricorn is way into Supermaning.
Okay.
I'm sure I get that joke.
Actually, you know what? Supermaning isn't a thing. It's a phrase just I use for people who always feel the need to go one step beyond or make themselves feel like they're just... they're the people you go up to and you're like, oh, today was a hard day. And they're like, no, let me tell you, I had a really hard day. And you're like, okay. Or when you go outside and you're like, it's a little chilly out here. Seems fine to me. Feels good. Like that's Supermaning, is people who are like just, they always got to be one step ahead. It's, oh man, guys, it's a hot one. I don't think it's that hot. Seems nice to me. I'm gonna walk around
It's
more.
a hot one.
Like it's 7 inches from a midday sun.
Did you ever see any of the SNL skits with Kristen Wiig where she was totally Supermaning?
No.
Okay, I'll just leave it at that then.
Okay.
No, but I just rewatched the Debbie Downer one the other day, and oh my god, it's still so funny. Holy god, that is still. I think that's among, yeah, with like Lindsay Lohan in the skit. Yeah, they're at Disneyland, and Debbie Downer is just like everything that John just described, but instead of like one-upping, she's way downing.
Okay.
It's like, hey guys, let's go on the on the Matterhorn. My family or my uncle went to climb the real Matterhorn. His body's still up there, used as a mile marker.
Exactly. Except that they can't keep it together.
Yeah,
that's what really makes like the
loses it in the whole. It's pretty good actually.
Because what she's saying is so horrible. They're like, oh, I can't wait to see Mickey, and then she's like, so it's official, I can't have children.
The sad thing
at one
is,
point they zoom in and she can't even keep it together. She starts laughing during the zoom in.
I know people like that.
Oh, I love
Yep.
it. Okay. Gotta watch it again after this.
They play on the alliance. No, that was unnecessary.
Oh. Hey,
Oh.
you got some stuff to be upset about if you're over there.
Look,
Look,
just because they're the only one with glowy bits in their hair doesn't mean that we can totally knock them.
I got
you're
glowy
right.
bits.
That was unfair. That was unfair.
You do have glowy bits in your hair.
The Alliance didn't deserve that. That shot was for no reason except to vaguely
Quit
transition back to World of
backtracking because you're
Warcraft.
nervous people are gonna beat you up in real life.
I'm not nervous about that. I just don't want to read the tweets and emails, honestly.
Oh yeah, I'll read them for you,
Okay.
and then I'll spin them so they sound good instead of insulting.
Dear Azeroth Roundtable, die in a fun time.
Die spelled D-Y-E.
I think you're all a bunch of fun heads who don't know a thing about nothing.
Have a great day. Enjoy a meal.
Go fly yourselves.
Oh, I can because I do have Legion flying.
Signed, Anduin fan.
420 blazing.
Yeah. Happy birthday. There you go.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. The funny thing is that John's the one who always gets the hate mail. I rarely ever see it. So I think that we're doing okay.
I think it's because I'm active on Twitter, and for some reason people are like, "Well, let's get that guy."
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody always tags you personally. And it's like John_Jagger and Ben.
No, people have been pretty cool lately. It's been fine.
Oh, well, that's good.
Lately.
Fine. Yeah.
It's because your Twitter handle's so hard to remember, Ben.
Yeah, they're
He's
like
not mage, so is
Ben
it
the monk, Ben the get with
crap.
it.
I
I
feel
don't
sorry
know
for
what to
Ben the Monk
write.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's getting all the hate mail.
At Ben the Monk, I heard your show and what you said about the Alliance. He's like, I don't have a show. My name's Ben and I like monks.
He's like an actual monk
My
though.
name's Ben and I'm in the monastery. What?
Nobody's supposed to know I have this account.
Yeah.
I've
I
got it.
can't talk. I've taken a vow of silence, so I can only tweet my thoughts.
Day 400,622. They found me out.
I got another one of those messages today.
I don't know who this John is, but apparently he's causing quite a bit of trouble for me.
I think I'm going to meditate on this.
Sure. That's a good...
What else do monks do? Do monks make chocolate?
They make wine.
Oh.
And beer.
Do they have to get in a big vat and jump up and down on it a whole bunch while this lady's telling you what to do?
Yes, and
Okay.
the lady is gone.
Take off your boots.
Is it actually a lady? I've never noticed when I was in
Yeah,
there.
I thought it was a dude.
I thought it was too.
it was a
Pretty
lady.
sure it's a dude.
I think it's a
Huh?
dude.
Oh, that changes everything.
It's creepier.
It's the long hair. No one knows. It's an elf.
She's a man.
She's a mad
Finkel
man.
is Einhorn.
I'm going to just put my hands in the barrel while you jump up and down.
Now I'm gonna take my boots off.
I want you to put the lilac on my head, then pour the water down my pants and jump on the grapes, please.
Ben, I need an adult.
Meanwhile, I just wanted to do work.
I'm not going to give you your mana unless you jump on the grapes.
Jump on him harder.
I want,
Harder!
I want you to take off all your armor except for Pride As, because I like the way it makes you shine.
Istro, thank you so much for joining us this week. I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun.
Roll on the grapes for me. It's better if you roll. Your feet aren't touching enough grapes all at once. Just roll on the grapes.
Draw me like one of your grape girls, John.
Oh dear, it seems some of the grapes have fallen in my pants. It would be a shame if they were to go to waste. Perhaps I'll lay down in the barrel and you can just jump on the grapes.
Jump on my pants.
Oh
We're going to have
my
to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode now, John. Thanks a lot for that. Bro, where can people find you until the next time you're on here?
Well, they can find me on a couple of other shows I do. Hearth Casual if you're into Hearthstone. Realm Maintenance if you want to find out more about other podcasts that cover Blizzard games. and a World of Warcraft podcast called The Rolling Restart, where on the next episode you will hear none other than Ben with me.
Oh.
Ben the Mage or Ben the Mug?
We're just going to go with Ben.
Okay.
Hey?
It'll be a surprise.
Which
Ooh.
one will it be?
Maybe it'll be Ben the Paladin.
No,
Hmm.
No?
probably not.
No.
Thorn, where can people find you?
You can find me on the on laggingballs.com, on the Lagging Balls show with Thyst here on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. You can find me on Twitter at Thornbrow. And you can find Lagging Balls everywhere on social media under Lagging Balls.
Amazing how that works. Thyst, how about you? Where can people find you?
Hi, my name is Thyst. You can find me on Twitter at Thyst03. You can find me at everything that Thorn just said. Plus, we're sometimes on the Convert to Raid podcast. I do the BattleNet Sports show every week and some other stuff that I can't recall right now, but I do that too.
Very cool. Hey, Ro,
Yes.
question for you.
Yes.
Did something happen to go live today that you might want to talk about?
Yeah, actually, in the past, like, a little over 24 hours from recording this, a little thing called the Kickstarter for Con Before the Storm went up. For those
Ooh.
of you that have been listening to this show and others for a while, you've probably heard about it before. Con Before the Storm is this big community gathering that happens the night before BlizzCon. It usually also has a thing called World of Podcasts, which is part of it, where a whole bunch of podcasters from different shows come together, get on panels, have a bunch of fun. If you want to learn more about all that stuff and help support the Con Before the Storm gathering, it's all community-backed, community-funded. You can go to conbeforestorm.com to find out more about that. The campaign runs from now through June. Within the first day, they've already got to like 80% of their first funding goal. But we definitely want to hit that goal and then the stretch goals beyond that, because the stretch goals are what's going to make this year's World of Podcast not only happen, but be the best one yet.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
John, where can people find you?
Well, when I'm not standing next to a barrel full of grapes, you could find me talking about many things on the internet. Grapes, feet, in or out of socks, shoes, interesting smells. Sometimes when no one else is around, I like to just climb in the grapes myself. If you ever can't find the quest giver, maybe look underneath the grapes. I like to hide in there when people stomp around a little bit. Sometimes I'll just reach up and grab
John,
a foot
John?
here and there.
Looking for John.
Oh, hi, Ben. If you want to find me, I will talk about Heroes of the Storm on Core.
Core.
Which you can find out more about that at heroesforyou.com. Or I also am part of a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons show called There Will Be Dungeons, and you can find out more about that at therewillbedungeons.com.
Yes, that is the place to find that.
Also, I'd like to discuss a new podcast that I'm working on.
No, you know what? Why don't you tell us about that next time once you've ironed out some of the details? You know, when you've really stomped it into place.
Very well. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. If you're looking for me, you can find me on Twitter. I am at Ben the Mage. It's all one word. BenThemage. Ben the Mage. I also do a show with Rose sometimes called Rolling Restart. We're going to be recording that sometime within this next weekend. Also, I do a show with Eludra called Battle Pets, where we talk about battle pets in the World of Warcraft.
For the record, I'm okay if your pet wants to get in the vat too and get a little grape mashing done.
This show, Azeroth Roundtable, you can find us on Twitter. We are at AzerothRT. Every episode can be found on AzerothRoundtable.com as well as on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, all those other places. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, want to tell us how great or horrible this episode was, you can always email AzerothRoundtable@gmail.com.
Well, 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 I guess that brings us back to my bit of the show. This show was made possible by all manner of people coming over and doing something they might not like but might find pleasant after a little while, which is going to patreon.com/AzerothRT and donating a little money our way. If you don't want to give money, perhaps we can set up a barrel with a bit of grapes in it.
No. We're not doing that.
Fine. Ben says money is better, so patreon.com/AzerothRT, and I'd like to give a little shout out to our Murloc Club, the best feet in the business, I like to say. Frasley S, Kryn, Haster, Mimi H, Aaron, and Simon. Thanks for stomping your way to our hearts.
That was great.
With that being said, Ro, Thyst, Thorn, and I guess John and your alter ego, thank you for joining us this week. It's been an absolute treat. And until next time, everybody, be good to each other. Okay, I guess that's where we're stopping.
I didn't know what to say.
I know. I thought
Yeah.
I thought you were like leaving time
that
for the end
works.
of the recording.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool.
Very nice. Smooth ending.
John,
Yes.
few things have made me laugh that hard like all year. I had to mute myself at one point because I was just dying.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
happy you enjoyed it.
It was
trying to
great.
figure out if I need to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show or not.
We're just
Nah.
talking about a little winemaking, Ben. I don't know
Yeah.
why you'd have to warn anybody.
Some people do listen to the show with their kids, and when you start putting grapes down your pants, that's when I'm like, maybe I should warn people.
I put grapes down my pants as a kid.
And then did you have a really creepy winemaker stomp on them?
Not that I can recall.
Don't
You
be
might have-
silly.
well-
I'm not stomping on the grapes. You are. And they're not in your pants, they're in mine. It's fine.
Oh,
I would say it was very PG-13. I think you can get away with it.
During Halloween, we're gonna bob for apples.
oh, hi. So glad you
That sounds good.
Oh man.
It's just a
There's
little
the face
mana
of
wine.
Jersters.
We wouldn't want you to become withered, would we?
Oh man.
Oh my god, it
Aaron,
worked!
if Volpera ever get introduced as an allied race, we really want you to do the cinematic for them.
You
Oh,
guys,
Just
John,
I tried to summon Terran and it worked.
John, you need to look at your Twitter right now because Draven put together the best picture.
Okay, let's see.
now I need to look at Twitter.
They did it! Oh, I should show that to everybody. Hold on.
Thank you. That was very hastily thrown together and perfect.
All right, let's see. We'll just do a display capture, and we'll just, adjust
Nice.
as needed.
And Taryn Nevermore wants me to say that she says hello.
Okay, here we go.
Oh man, they're seeing everything, John. Everything.
Yep.
Full screen.
Whoa.
There we go.
That's so good. That's one, Draven.
I like it.
Sylvanas thinks they're just the best.
I'm telling you, she'd love to have them in the in the horde.
Hey, Sylvanas, can we borrow a mana bomb?
What did you need it for?
We're
Oh my
gonna
god, and while
just
they're asking,
roll it back and forth between each other for a little bit.
You know how dogs do that like guilty smile thing? With, like they're asking and they're like doing that like guilty smile. So like, but they have a hard time lying because they're still like baby dog.
Pure.
They're so pure.
Oh man. Seriously, it's great.
I do. I just love the idea that they're vicious little like evil. This like the most evil race of all time, but they get away with it purely on the basis that they're cute.
Yeah, like cats.
Yeah, that totally works.
Cats are definitely the evilest.
They would be. Kind of reminds me of Dot in Animaniacs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know.
Nice.
I can
Yeah.
see that.
Perfect.
Well, chat, we thank you so much for sticking with us on this very interesting show.
Mhm.
I forgot to record it, so I'm gonna need to make sure I post it as soon as possible so we can get the archive off Twitch.
Happy 420.
Did you seriously forget to hit record?
Yeah. Well,
He
I
does
don't
too.
record the audio. This is just the video.
Yeah, I've got the audio.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
we double team this show to get
Call.
it.
Yeah.
That's hot.
No wonder it always feels so good every time.
Yeah, of course.
Double Team Supreme.
That's right.
Getting double teamed, I didn't even realize it.
That's how you make sure it gets done.
So how do you? Oh, okay, the All Access Pass. I was like, how do you get that Overwatch League icon next to your
Mhm.
name, chat?
That's right.
Yeah, I want it, but
Yep.
without Prime, without Twitch Prime, it's like
It's only $10 more without it.
If I
no, but
logged
it's
in
still
on my
$30.
not show Twitch, I would have that too.
I think maybe I know a way you could get it.
How is that, Mr. Veneer?
Is that what his name is?
No.
Veneers.
I don't know the name.
He's got like really
What do you call a
creepy
person
teeth.
who runs a vineyard?
The only veneer around here is that I'm a normal nightborn who just likes to make wine.
I like to watch you make wine.
Do you need any other ingredients in this wine? No, I just need you to stomp on the grapes.
Why are they on the floor? Don't you need to catch the juice or something?
Oh, I'll catch it.
I don't feel good.
Hey guys, let's go see what quests are available. All right. I think we're going to call that a show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We're going
Bye,
to
chat
end the
room.
stream. I apologize for any characters that were invented on this show. And you all have a great evening.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.